See you all here today. It is a really special occasion for us here at Heyday Farm, and it's wonderful to see you all. I would like to say hello and welcome. I'm Craig Skipton, also known as Farmer Craig, and welcome to Heyday Farm. We're very honored to have you join us today for this special event. For those of you who don't know much about Heyday Farm, we're a 25-acre family-run farm, 18 acres here at the historic Winnie Farm, and 7 acres down the road on Old Mill at the historic Peterson Farm. We're in our second year, second growing season, on the way to create a diversified farm that's modeled after Joel Salatin, and his Polyspace farm. So hopefully he won't grade us too hard, but we're a work in progress, but we're working for a really great goal. We're here to champion local food and grow food that tastes great and has great quality. We're also aiming and striving in all the ways we can to respect the environment and its limits and grow great food. We have lots of people to thank for helping us make this event possible. Jeff and Jocelyn Waite, owner of the Harbor Pub and Pegasus Cafe. Steve Romine and Ty Kramer. Wendy Tyner and Friends of the Farms. Panday Moore, Town and Country. Turn the page, sorry. And also the Bainbridge Graduate Institute. We'd also like to thank many of our neighbors here on McDonald who've helped with our parking situation for today, and for their wonderful support for helping us develop and grow into a working farm in our neighborhood. We'd also welcome a number of our civic leaders: Charlotte Garrido, County Commissioner, State Senator Christine Wolfus, Dwight Sutton, past mayor, and Debbie Lester, mayor of Bainbridge Island. So welcome. And we'd like to thank all of you for your astute understanding of the issues of food, of our time, and your generosity. So thank you very much. You're helping to rebuild the foundation for food that supports healthy people, animals, and land. And okay, so just to give you a quick overview of what to expect over the next hour. First, Ryan Vansel, the land use attorney and the past president of Friends of the Farms, will explain what you're supporting by being here today. And then we'll have some wonderful time to have a family-style lunch and conversation with friends. Take a look in your program to see where the food you'll be eating has come from. A lot of it's from local farms, if not everything from local farms. And then also thank you for Judith Weinstock, for the caterer, for putting together such an artful and wonderfully delicious display of food. And then after that delicious lunch, I'll introduce our special guest, Mr. Joel Salatin, a real inspiration for what we're doing here at Heyday Farm. Okay, and with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ryan. So here's Ryan Vansel.
I'm so happy to see you all here today and gather for local food. I've been working on this for a number of years, like some of you, and I know that many of us wouldn't have imagined something like this 10 years ago, where farming on Bainbridge Island was under siege and disappearing. Now we're actually looking at a farm that's expanding and growing local food in ways that were only imagining in the past. Part of what we're doing here today is enjoying the food. Part of it is to hear from an expert, from a national expert, to tell us about how we are connected to a national movement. We're also here to support directly support a local movement, and that's a project being put on by Friends of the Farms. It's a nonprofit. Our mission is to preserve and enhance local farming. One of our largest projects we've worked on the past 5 or 6 years has been to ensure that the city's public farmlands are being put to good use. We've mentioned some of the dignitaries that are here with us today, and one of them that helped us during that time was our former mayor, Darlene Cordnoy. So I want to make sure that we mention her as well. But that's been a big project of ours with the past 5 or 6 years, is to make sure that those 60 acres of public farmland are highly utilized and put into public farm use. We're starting on another project now, and that's the one here that your tickets today, the profit from that is supporting, and that is the preservation of one of the remaining largest farms on the island. Now, you go off Bainbridge, you go to Eastern Washington, large farms are by definition much bigger than what we have here. But a large farm on Bainbridge is about 15 acres that we're looking to set aside of Akio Suyamatsu, I imagine the oldest living farmer in Kitsap County who has lived here and farmed his entire life. Most of his family land is preserved already as part of that city farmland project. But he still owns a property that he purchased back in 1964 up on Manzanita Road, and it is still being actively farmed by him and Karen Selvar and several other farmers. We hope to put a conservation easement on that land to permanently protect it. And what we're doing, part of what your funds are going to here today is to make that conservation easement project happen. Mr. Suyamatsu is a living legacy for this community. He's given us his family farms. He has continued to work that farm, the family farm, so that the soil will be of impeccable quality for decades to come. And now he is setting aside and working with us to permanently protect his last remaining farmland. And I know some of you here today have been actively a part of that work, and I really appreciate that. And now all of you are part of that because of your attendance here today. With that, the lawyer is going to stop talking, and you guys get to enjoy good local food, and we'll hear from Joel later. Thank you.